All right, so yeah, several examples here where, all right, so before we had an equation line, we graphed it, maybe, or we just find the slope of the line, but on these particular problems, we're going to find the equation line. So number one, let's find the equation line with slope -9/7 and y-intercept 0, 11/5. All right, so that's the information we have for our little line here. Like I said, if you know point slope, that's fine. Use it, but you can if you like it better. But I like to say, if I'm finding the equation of a line, and it's not some type of special line like a vertical line or something like that, we're wanting y equals mx plus b. So if I'm finding the equation of a line, I'm going to think y equals mx plus b. All right, that's what I want. So that's what I want to find. Now, to find this line, here's what I need. I need to find both the m and the b, or yeah, okay. And in this particular case, it's really nice because it's given me both, hasn't it? What is the m here for my particular line? M is the slope. Yep. So I've got m right here given in the information provided. So the m is -9/7, so I've got -9/7x. The b is also given because the b in the y equals mx plus b is the y-intercept, isn't it? Or the y value of the y-intercept. So isn't this b right here? That's b right there. Done. Okay. So that's about the easiest one we'll have, but it is an easy one. All right? So we got the m, we got the b. Now, several cases that won't, both of those won't be provided. Maybe we got one of them, but not the other. So that's what we're going to look at. But that one, for y equals mx plus b, we got them both, m and b. Right? Number 2. All right, so this one we're going to have slope -4 that goes through 3, -7. So again, I'm finding the equation of a line, so I'm thinking y equals mx plus b. And good news again, I've got one of them. Nice. M is the slope, so m here is -4. So let's put that in. Unfortunately though, I don't have the b. Why is b here not -7? Why isn't b here, like over here? Is that the y-intercept? 3, -7? That's not on the y-axis, is it? That is not b, all right? So the b here is not -7. Unfortunately, we don't have the b. However, here's the way I look at it. All right, so we do have 3, -7, so I do have an x and a y. So I can't plug in -7 for b, but I can plug in x to be 3 and y to be -7. So if I plug in x to be 3 and y to be -7, here's what I have. That gives me a little equation. And look what I can do. I can solve that for b. I can figure out what b is when I do that. So that's -7 equals -12 plus b. Add the 12 over. -7 plus 12 is 5. So b equals 5. So even though I couldn't say exactly, get it right off of that point, I can use that point to figure out what b is 5. So the equation is, we now have the m, now we have the b. Y equals, the m is -4, x, and then the b is +5. Okay? Good? All right. Now let me mention 3 here. Number 3, we want the line with slope 3/4 that goes through -5. So with the line with slope 3/4, that goes through -5, 6. All right, so it's the same sort of problem, isn't it? We've got to find y equals mx plus b. I think they specifically asked for slope-intercept form of line, so that's y equals mx plus b. Again, we've got the slope, so that's the m. Now okay, so again, 6 is not b. Because for 6 to be b, what would have to be the x? 0, yeah. If b was going to be 6, the x would have to be 0. So yeah, it's not 0. So it's not the y-intercept. So we can't do that. Here's my suggestion with the fractions. One thing we could do, and in future sections here, we're just probably going to want decimal form anyway. And so one thought, let's just change that to make it a little easier. Let's just change that to a decimal. 0.75x plus b. I think the book usually gives the fraction, but it's easy to convert to decimals there. 0.75, you do 3 divided by 4. So change that. All right, so how do we find the b? Well, one way to do it, plug in this for x and y. The x is -5. The y is +6. And of course, that's 0.75 times -5. And when you do that, you get -3.75. Is that what you get? So yeah, all you have to do then is just add. So we've got -3.75, so we can add 3.75 here and here. So it'll be 9.75 equals b. So yeah, we're just going to take that and plug that in to get our final answers. Y equals 0.75 or 3/4 x plus 9.75. Right? Question? Okay, well, one bus type of problem, maybe two of these, we'll do 2 of these. What do we do? 4? All right, so number 4. We want the line that goes through let's do 8, -7. 8, -7. And 10, 9. With that line that goes through 8, -7, and 10, 9. So again, I'm wanting the line, and that's y equals mx plus b. However, I don't have m and I don't have b, either one in this case. I don't have the slope. Slope's not given. And I don't have the y-intercept because neither one of those is the y-intercept, right? Those aren't on the y-axis. Those aren't the y-intercept. So, in this particular case, yeah, I have to start by finding the slope, right? I have to use the slope formula first here to find the slope. Difference of the y's, y2 minus y1 over difference of the x's, x2 minus x1. I do have 2 points, so yeah, I can figure out the slope from that. That's what I have to do here. Graph them and do rise over run, whichever, but that's what I'm going to do. So take the second y, 9, minus first y, -7, over second x, 10, minus first x, 8. That'll give me my slope. Double negative, so again that changes to positive, so that's 16 over 10 minus 8, 2, so So that's 8. And some of them will just work out to be nice whole number, integer answers. So now I have my M. So now I can say, well, my line now, y equals mx plus b, that's my M. M is 8. So y equals 8x plus b. We've got half of it done. I still need the b though. And the deal on the b here is, if we do the same process as we've been doing, just plug in the x and the y, figure out the b. Well, in this particular case, we've got two choices. It doesn't matter. I'm looking at the second one over there, maybe, because it doesn't have the negative, but it doesn't matter. You can use either this for x and y or that for x and y. It's your choice. It'll come out, you get the same b either way. If you did. X is 10, y is 9. So plug in the x to be 10 and the y to be 9. That'll be 8 times 10 over here. 9 equals 8 times 10 plus b. Right? So that's 9 equals 80 plus b. You multiply those two. So to get b, I need to subtract the 80. All I have to do is subtract the 80. 9 minus 80 is negative 71. And so in this particular case, b turns out to be negative. So that goes in. So that's not the answer. The answer is plug that in for b. So it'll be y equals 8x minus 71. Would be the line. Okay? Is that right? Any question, concern? All right. 5. All right. So same one. Just throwing some decimals here because that might come up. A few of them. All right. So we got the line through negative 3.21, comma 4.03, and 3.79, comma 9.85. All right. Just throw in a little decimal. So again, I'm looking for a line, y equals mx plus b, but in this case, I don't have m, I don't have b, but I do have 2 points. So if I start with the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, I can get my slope, can't I? So what is m here? 9.85 minus 4.03, y2 minus y1, x2, 3.79, minus x1, negative 3.21, so those are double negative again. So that gets me 9.85 minus 403, 5.82, divided by, we've got the double negative, 3.79 plus 3.21. It's not right. It's 7, yeah. Turns out to be 7. So divide those up. And yeah, on this one, yeah, it's 7.75428. Probably around at least 2 places. We got two places in the. We may want to do 3 places. 754.754. Since we got 2 places in our, we may want to do 3 places in this slope. It may tell you, but I'm going to go with 3. All right. 3 places. So that's y equals mx plus b. That's the m. So now we can do our line. That's m. Just need to figure out the b. And again, doesn't matter. Use this for our x and y. The other one is x and y. 4.03 for y. We use the first one. The x is negative 3.21. Maybe the other one is better since it's positive. Doesn't matter. Just have to multiply. So multiply these 2 together first. So it's a negative 2.420, so put 3 places, but it's third and 0. Is that right? So then we just add the 242, and that'll give us a B. 6.45. B.
I have a quick question.
Question.
When I do 5.82 divided by 7, I get 0.831.
5, did I do it wrong? Thank you. Try that. Just checking. You're paying attention. No. I don't know what I'm understanding. Apparently I did something. 0.831, all right, so let's start this all over. Just thought we were done. All right, so y equals 0.831. Is that better? So now if we plug in our x and y, 403, negative 321, 0.831, let's make sure the B is right, times negative 3.21, negative 2.668. That looks right. So add the 2.668, and that will be. Because those will go in. 6.698. Do those right?
So do we need to round it in that case? Just like 6 months.
Like I said, I did 3 because there's 2 in these. Rule of thumb, go 1 more. Maybe is what I do, but it just depends on the problem. But I count it wrong if you rounded a different number. I've got. So it's 0.831x plus IV is 6.698. All right? How'd that sound? Do that one right?